Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and let's start 7.3 and we are starting with 7.3.1 easy path to completion. It just launched today. So for this one there is going to be 5 different nodes. That is going to be special delivery, power shield, Matador, hurt locker, and as well as special one bias. These nodes we have played with them before, so it's very easy and it's one of the easier parts of all 7.3. So they always start with the easy ones going up to the hard ones. So the viable attackers are any champion with big criticals on their specials. They will make the path faster. If not, some other options are also there that you can use. You can cheese this path with the ghost and rogue and black widow clairvoyant, and you can come out with full HP. Some damage over time options are also mentioned, so it's not really difficult. The three bosses are going to be Ultron Labyrinth, Red Goblin, and Taskmaster. You're gonna do the Red Goblin, and I've also mentioned cheese option for each one of them. So for Ultron Labyrinth you can use Magneto. For Red Goblin you can use Ronan, that's I'm gonna use, and for the Taskmaster you can use Ebony Maw. So all three of them bosses can be done easily with these three champions. Otherwise other options are also available. Now for my masteries, I always get this asked my question like what are your masteries. So this is my setup. My defense setup and my utility always remains the same, that is on your left, so I don't change them. The only change I do is on suicides and non-suicides. And if you look at the bottom attack setup with non-suicides, this always remains, and you will notice I still have 7 points on mastery that are still remaining, so I keep them with me. I do the path, and when I want to do AQ I put them back up, or if I want to do a path that has suicides, I will put those 7 in the suicide ones. And that's about it with the suicide masteries, and we'll jump right into the path. But make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot. The first fight is going to be against Mythology and Foster. This is a very gentle fight, nothing too difficult about it. Just bring in any champion. There are plenty of options you can use here. I'm just using a Human Torch because of his affinity with Mystic champions, and I'm going to kill her off. The two things you need to take care here is your special delivery. You notice that only I had 1 hit remaining when I used the special, so I am trying to use as much of hits possible in special delivery so I can push the Jane Foster to 1 bar of power or above 1 bar of power, so it's easier for me to again on next time push her to again a bar of power. Remember, I have to alternate my specials because of hurt locker, so that is also you need to keep in mind. You can with Human Torch you can throw 2 special tags twice in a row. That is going to be SP2. That doesn't matter because the defender will be stunned at the end of it, and you can use a heavy attack to remove the hurt lock or delayed blast on yourself. Otherwise you can just slowly play it out and just throw your SP1s and SP2s, and make sure to throw a special before the special delivery countdown runs out, and avoid the degen. And it's pretty straightforward. The power shield will give extra damage, but your basic attacks will not do damage. You can also use pre-fight ability, but we will need it ahead in the upcoming fights. Next defender is going to be a Red Goblin. Now also he's very easy to deal with. Just keep him to a special one. Do not push him to an SP2 because sometimes the SP2 can do again is a bit difficult to evade. So just keep him to an SP1 and use your 4-hit combos to have enough space to evade his SP1. And once he goes up and throws that ball into the air, when it's about to detonate, you just swipe back and you can avoid the incinerate damage from it. And that's about it, guys. You will notice it here again. As soon as he throws that ball up in the air, right there you just X back and you can avoid the incinerate damage. And you just make sure that you use SP1 and SP2 alternatively to do all the damage, and you can easily kill him off. The good part about Black Widow Clairvoyant is you can keep into the blood immunity, the bleed immunity, and you can throw your SP2 and you can gain back the health that you lose. Even if special delivery gives you a lot of damage. You can use that to regain your health back. So Black Widow Clairvoyant is actually a cheese option for this part. Because of the power shield, the damage on your specials are amplified, and also that because of that the specials will do more damage and you heal back more health. And the next fight is going to be against a Massacre. Now again, it is a very fun path. There's nothing difficult about it. As long as you keep an eye on your timer on special delivery, you can easily kill off the defenders. Just keep baiting the SP1 because that's the only way you can gain your power. Do not push him to an SP2 because of his damage and you might die and lose. You have to use some potions here. So only let him throw an SP1 and you can use that power to bypass the delivery special delivery countdown. And yeah, that's about it. I'm using Elsa Bloodstone. She does do a lot of crit, so she can finish this fight very quick. He's gonna throw us SP1 again. And also guys, this path has also special one bias, so the defenders are more likely to throw a special one. So whenever you start baiting, it's more likely they will throw SP1 and will give you a special attack as well. So use that to your advantage and you can easily finish off this fight. Now the White Magneto fight is probably the most annoying fight on this path because of the obvious reason of magnetism. Your defender choices are very limited because you do not want to use a metal champion, that makes it hard. For me, I'm gonna use a Human Torch with his pre-fight ability. The pre-fight ability will bypass the power shield and do the damage. So all I'm trying to do is to just let him come into me and then alternate my specials and keep a look at my special delivery timer, and that's about it. There are plenty for the options that you can use. Black Widow Clairvoyant will work really well here. Rogue will work really well here. If you're not sure about how to dex his specials, you can always bring in one of those sustain champions, or you can bring in a tanky champion, somebody like Captain America Infinity War, Red Guardian. You can use them as well, so it's your choice. Yeah, so when you plan this part, just think about this champion, how to deal with White Magneto, and you should be fine. Next defender is going to be a Tigra, and I'm going to showcase Archangel. Archangel is unique in a way that his neurotoxins will bypass the power shield and it will do extra damage, and also it can bypass the special delivery node. So if you have more neurotoxin stat on you, 3 to 4 of them, you can use more than 15 hits and you will not be getting degen. You will notice that will happen during this fight as well. And another thing, that Tigra has multiple hits on his medium attack, so I just keep blocking on that to get more poisons on her and convert them to neurotoxins. Always keep her to an SP1 because you can do your spacing and evade that. Even then it's sometimes a bit hard. Do not push her to an SP2 because with SP2 she just goes across the whole screen and gives you damage, so just be careful about that. And in my case this was Archangel, just parry and heavy, and those neurotoxins are doing the job. And the last fight before the boss is the most fun one, is going to be an Hyperion. Now Hyperion has his natural power gain, so he will be throwing specials left, right and center because of SP1 Bison. He will also be throwing SP2, so it's very easy for you not to worry about the special delivery timer, and you can just go into him and lay into him. Just alternate your specials SP1 and SP2. But if you have an attacker whose SP2 can stun, no problems, you can use two SP2s and just use a heavy attack, so you can get rid of the delayed blast. And that's about it, guys. I'm just using a Black Widow Clairvoyant that can also give the buff immunity to the opponent, so that also helps. And that's about it. Because of a special one, because of him very trigger happy with his special one, you will keep getting power and you don't even have to worry about the special delivery degen on you. And the boss fight we're gonna attempt is going to be with the Red Goblin. Now he is really a fun boss fight. You can cheese him very easily. The Ronan can cheese him very nicely. So can Mordu, and also you can use Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Tigra. All are some good options. So the node that really helps you out is going to be unlimited power. So every time you apply a debuff on the opponent, after a timer he gets fury for every debuff applied, and with those stack furies you can easily just power lock him. That's what I'm trying to do, throwing out let him throw out his SP1 and he gets some permanent furies from burnout. Furies from burnout and furies from unlimited power, they stack up very quick. Then once he has around 9 or 10 furies, I just power lock him with my SP1s, and that's about it, guys. You can just take him to a corner, all of his HP just melts away. I'm using a rank 4 Ronan, and you will see that he will just kill him off very quick. And same concept, you can use other defenders as well that can take advantage, like for example Modu. With all of those furies, he will soul barb him and he will die very quick. You just need to be careful about not giving him an SP3, just keeping to an SP1. Magic and power locking and take into a corner and then throw a big SP3. Black Widow can do buff immunity, and Tigra can just you neutralize everything. So all of those champions work, but for an easy and cheesy way, just use Ronin and you can easily bring him down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications, and leave a comment down below. As usual, I will do all the easy parts, so stay tuned for that. And after that, I will also do the infographic. So I hope you guys stick around, and apart from that, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.